So I need to make you
big.
No, there we go.
Oh, yeah.
Done it. It's going to be what it is. Robo-James, yeah,
Should have put him on one of those things that roll around. James, you can go whenever because Jono is recording right now. Red leather, yellow leather.
Oh, good.
That was a new one.
Not bad at all.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
I'm going to keep.
Are we all set to go?
Yes.
Do it.
All right, welcome everyone. Episode 7 of The Closer. If you get all my fingers on screen there. James Wilson, Community Basketball Manager.
Laurie McDaniel, Development Manager.
Marty Davison, Referee Manager. We'll kick things off with the Miles Turtle Women's Premier League. So there's a couple of games this week. Hallsville had a 10-point lead in the second quarter against UC, but then UC came away with a massive 20-4 run towards the end of the second and start of the third.
Wow.
Another Hannah Machuski this time, 27 points. Tessa Morrison also had 23. UC took the lead and never relinquished it, ending up beating Hallsville 68 to 47 to get there. Was that their first win, James? Or did they have a win?
Yes, it was.
Their first win in the Women's Premier League. Yeah.
Yep. In the other game of the day, North Canterbury built a double-digit lead in the first quarter with Masumi Yamada with 23 points, leading the way there. LU cut the deficit into single digits multiple times. Ashley Strawbridge with 13 points, but North Canterbury went on a 15-2 run late in the third to kind of ice the game there. Mary Goulding with 22 points. Oh, we just lost a Sport Canterbury, but don't worry.
That's two.
Yeah. So NC came away with 79-55 victory there to remain undefeated in the Women's Premier League. James,
yeah, and then after the game, I put up 2 of the players that have been selected for the Tall-Ferns camps, Ashley Strawbridge and Mary Goulding. So they quickly talk about the game there and then the Tall-Ferns camp that they're going into, which you'll see back at home, everyone.
Right, here with Mary Goulding and Ashley Strawbridge have both been just named in the New Zealand Tall-Ferns training camp / exhibition game. But before that, today they also played a game against each other. How did you two find that?
It was fun. Yeah, it was really good. Our team played some good defense, so that was good. Tried stopping Mary, couldn't stop Mary. We had a good team, so it was a good team game, and Lincoln played well, but you came out with the win.
Yes, no, exactly. So, did you learn anything that you can put into play in the camp about each other's games that you think will be useful in about a month's time?
I think it's actually helped that we've trained together, so I feel like if we're on the same team, I think I can kind of read Ash well, give her the ball in the right places, know what she's strong at, and then defensively also I know her strengths.
We're doing training for like the last month.
Yeah.
Right. After isolation, so it's been good to get to know each other. If I was to play against Mary, I'm probably not dive into it because she's going to take in the charges and find out today. Yeah.
No, well, awesome. Congratulations on the win, Mary, and then both of you, congratulations on being named.
Yeah,
so,
thanks.
Thank you.
Awesome. And now that would be my turn because it's got the word Laurie next to it.
Yes.
So those 2 players that you were talking about, James, will actually be participating in a Tall-Ferns camp taking place. It's taking place up in Auckland, and it's the end of July. It's a week-long camp, so the 24 of the best and most available players in the New Zealand region will be training there and then putting on an exhibition game before the NBL Cells NBL final.
I think that's awesome. That's cool.
Yeah, it is really cool. So Ashley Strawbridge, Helen Matthews and Mary Goulding from our region will be up there representing us. So good luck to those ladies and all the rest of them up there. And it's great that we'll have some women's basketball on Sky for everyone to watch in the next month.
Fantastic.
Yes, definitely. Justin Nelson confirmed that the game is definitely broadcast. Some of the ones which aren't broadcast on Sky TV though, Miles to the men's Premier game. This is Marty's game here, Pioneer against Lincoln University. Very, very tight game in the first half. Lincoln did manage to grab the lead once behind Pup and Mamoy Sayers, 28 points, who's been scoring really well lately. Pioneer got up to 7 points at half-time with Nick Goodwood's pretty standard line from 19 points and almost a double-digit rebounds with 8. Lincoln University battled Ben Hall, 23 points, 9 rebounds.
Oh, if it's not over 20, we don't want to hear about it.
Up to 16 at one stage and the best offensive performance of the year to date. And Ollie Davies named game MVP by the stats crew, 19 points and 8 rebounds as they pulled away to win 93-82.
Cool. The next game up was Atami versus North Canterbury, and Zach Dewan came away as MVP of that game. Atami built a big 20-point lead in the third quarter. Joel Jeffrey had a double-double with 25 points and 10 rebounds there. And Zach Dewan had 16 points and 21 rebounds. 21 rebounds.
Holy.
Again,
Yeah.
How many of those putbacks are your own? I mean, it's stat padding, but we'll take it. The new uniforms may have helped
nice uniforms.
Atami to play so well. So good look there.
Yeah.
North Canterbury stayed in touch thanks to New Zealand Tall Black Ethan Rusbatch. He had 28 points and 6 steals, which is a nice stat line there. And on a furious comeback from NC, Jordan Kota scored 8 straight points for North Canterbury as part of his 19 points. So Derek Albertson hit this free throw with 1 second to go. Up 88-86, and Kez Yahada missed a desperation 3 at the buzzer here to allow Atami an 88-86 victory. So it's awesome to see such a close and exciting game.
I was wondering if Derek should have missed that free throw intentionally with only 1 second on the clock, but he made it to give them a chance to get an inbound pass. But I mean, it still didn't really.
Yeah,
have an
that's a
effect,
good coaching point there. What do you
potentially.
do? What do you do?
Yeah.
Yes, we were talking about exactly that on the stats bench.
Yeah.
So this with 1 second there should probably miss this because there's virtually no chance to bring it and score from there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Exactly. The last game of the Men's Premier League was Checkers against UC. So UC were missing 4 out of their 5 starters, but still battled hard to compete in the game. So Checkers jumped out to an early lead. Andrew Callaway, 13 points and 9 rebounds, continues his good play as of late. UC fought right back. Brent Fisher had 21 points and 11 rebounds. And Jonathan Joyce had 19 points. But it was Checkers that came away with a 77-74 win. Game MVP was Logan Woodall, who had 16 points. I think he shot 6 of 8 from the field too, so very efficient with his 16. And he was named the MVP for that performance. So well done, Logan. Good job.
Yeah, that gives every team in the competition the win now,
Yes.
at least. And Atami's the only undefeated team, which we'll talk about a little bit later. On to the Glory League game of the week. This was a men's under-20 mid-grade game. North Canterbury Maroon versus North Canterbury White, although pretty much impossible to tell who was who. It looked like the uniforms are exactly the same colour. Maroon was up 38-30 just after half-time. Caleb Murray from the Maroon team scored 14 points, including this very nice left-handed finish. Jaden Sincock scored 10 points and came all the way back to take the lead for White with this really tough finish after contact. There were 12 ties or lead changes in the third and fourth quarter. Harry Spiro, who most of you all know from his fantastic refereeing career he has as well, 11 points in this athletic finish. And then Harry Gordon, though, he hits the go-ahead 3 from Maroons, put them up 2 inside a minute's play, and they got the needed stops after this to hang on and win. Very tight game, 61-58 after a couple of free throws. The Maroon team was the winners there in the Maroon vs White matchup.
Nice. We've got Marty's Minute this week. We're going to be talking a little bit about unsportsmanlike fouls and fouls towards the end of the game. So we had a situation here. We've got a video. Our team is down by 2 points with 5 seconds to go. So they are desperate to try commit a foul to stop the clock to get them another chance to get the ball back. So as important as referees, we know what the players are trying to achieve here, but the players also need to have some accountability and also fouling the correct way towards the end of game. So as you can see, the inbound happens here. The player actually gets grabbed just sort of around the shoulder and around the waist. Unfortunately, there's no real play at the ball here. So unfortunately, this is one of the criteria for an unsportsmanlike foul. And I know people say, hey, referees don't want to make this call, they're costing us the game, but players still need to have that accountability of making sure they go after the ball if they are trying to foul towards the end of the game. I think it's a good coaching point that coaches should train their players, especially when they are purposely trying to foul to get the possession back. So in this situation, unfortunately, no play at the ball here. Unsportsmanlike foul was called, and the player will get 2 free throws and the possession, which unfortunately sort of didn't decide the game, but it made an outcome effect of what had happened. But yeah, teaching the players to go after the ball, really important, so we can have those normal fouls and know what the players are trying to achieve as well. So that's Marty's Minute for this week.
Thanks, Marty. Good work.
Cool.
Two upcoming games this weekend. We have the Miles Toyota Women's Prem games again at 12:10 p.m. at Cal Stadium this weekend on Saturday. 3-0 North Canterbury are taking on 0-3 Hallsville, who seem to have been improving every week, so it'll be a good game to watch. 12:10 on court 1, and on court 2 we have UC 1-2 and LU 2-1, so a battle of the universities. So the women's Prem's games are at 12:10 on Saturday.
Excellent.
And then following on the men's Miles Toyota Men's Premier League games, 1:45, 2-2 Gators up against North Canterbury, who is 1-3, but with Ethan Rusby, I expect a very tight game here.
Yes.
3:20 UC at 2-2 and Pioneer at 3-2. And then 4:55, the only undefeated team, Atami at 4-0 against the Checkers team at 1-3, who had been in the last 3 games and could very easily be 3-1, but we'll see how they go in their 4:55 p.m. time slot game.
Nice. We have, over the holidays, we've had some Girls Got Game clinics running from North Canterbury, Pioneer and Gators. These programs are designed to encourage young girls who may not have played basketball before to get in and give the game a go with their friends and get moving and have some fun. So got some clips here from some great turnout, and looks like a lot of enjoyment going on from North Canterbury, Pioneer and Gators. So good job for those guys with running those Girls Got Game programs.
Excellent. Back to the Sal's NBL showdown. So week 3 has just been completed. The Rams, unfortunately, are now 3-6 after actually losing 6 straight games after winning their first 3. So they're looking to obviously turn it around and bounce back this week coming up. So they've got the Jets on Wednesday night, the Nuggets on Thursday night, and the Giants on Saturday night. So 3 big games to try and get themselves into, I know every team does make the playoffs, but to get themselves a higher seeding to give them a better chance of pulling through. So if you're watching TV, yeah, check it out. Some of those games coming up this week.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think I'll be hoping for a 3-0 on the right side of the ledger instead of the left side of the ledger. I think this time. Anyway, some of you would have seen on Sunday night, TV3 had their To The Line documentary released, and you can now watch this on Free On Demand if you have missed it. It's brief insight into high school basketball in New Zealand, looks at the Wellington local league, nationals, and then recruiting for college basketball. It's very, very, very well received, though quite short to pack all of that into such a short documentary. So personally, I'm hoping that they start looking more in-depth at some storylines to do with basketball in the future. Obviously, really hoping if hey, do any Canterbury schools want to be involved in this? Surely. We'd be up near the top of the list. But it was really cool just to see the sort of stuff they looked at there. And I suppose if you've been watching Michael Jordan's documentaries, The Last Dance, definitely an appetite to see some more stuff like this.
Cool. Awesome. Right, so we've got some plays of the weeks here coming up, and this one here I have is from Yasumi Yamada from NC, facing up against LU. She drives hard to the left for a nice scoop finish.
Yeah, next one here, Jaden Chan, super athletic still here from Lincoln University against Pioneer, and a perfect pass ahead to ball, being called for a nice breakaway dunk. And Jaden did follow this up with a second steal on the very next possession as well, but the finish wasn't quite as flash, so we only picked this one to show.
Nice. My highlights are from Caleb Chamberlain for the Atami Spartans. So his teammate gets a steal, he leaks out, and a good decision by the defender not to jump on this one as Caleb Chamberlain throws it down. Another one in the next quarter, he serves up a massive facial on the Hawks, and they try to block him here, but he's well above anyone trying to challenge him out. And he actually had 36 points in this game and a couple of very nice finishes, so he's been playing extremely well, Caleb, so good job there.
Nice work. We just want to take a second to thank Sport Canterbury for funding community programs like Girls Got Game. We did have 3 signs up there, but one decided it needed a wee morning tea break, so that one's gone. But thank you to Sport Canterbury for funding our community programs. We really appreciate it.
Awesome.
All right, I think we did a pretty good job with me and Robo-James this week, so we will officially wrap up and close out episode 7. Good job, good effort.
Be cool, be kind.
Stay classy, Canterbury.
Nice.